Good morning, everyone. This is Dr. Sami Selvamithu, Department of Engineering, Science and Technology. Today topic is environmental monitoring system. So far, what we discussed in the connection with leachate disposal. We have discussed about leachate treatment and landfill design, landfill essential components, dumping of solid waste. And finally, we are going to discuss about environmental monitoring system, which is very important. Environment is important, but in the current scenario, environment is degraded for so many reasons. It is getting degraded due to human activities, natural issues, more specifically anthropogenic activities influencing the environment. So now we are in position to monitor the environment with the help of various advanced technology and how the information is communicated to the public and how it is monitored, how it is stored, what are the user interface are developed to analyze this information, analyze the data for various application aspect and more specifically environment related issues. Considering that the topic is deals with different parameters that we are going to discuss now. Sensor and instrument are very essential, which is used to collect the information from the field, environment related data. Environment related parameters are collected by means of sensors and equipments and data acquisition system, how the data are acquired, what are the different data acquisition systems are there, and communication network, how the data are communicated or transferred from one medium to other medium, and user storage and processing. The storage of data is a very important aspect. Environment carries huge amount of data. If you collect them by means of satellite data or satellite data approach or remote sensing approach, there the storage is more vital because the volume of the data is very huge, and of course processing also varies with reference to the data what we collected, and the processing types may vary, and the processing software may vary, the skill set also vary with reference to data that we are going to process. For instance, if you are using a remote sensing data product, certain data products are required skilled labor to understand the basic of data and how the data needs to be processed and what is the outcome of the data and what way this data is going to be helpful for environment related monitoring or environmental monitoring system. And user interface, this is a software, a graphical information, visual display, which is used to interact with the software or software by the user. This user interface are used to see the information from uh, the developer or the company what they are going to talk about the environment. So that is the interaction between the user and software. That is called user interface. These are the topics we are going to discuss now. And as I mentioned, sensors and instrument. Nowadays, various environment related problems are there. Some cases we are using sensor based instrument. Some cases we are using physical instrument. For example, if you take geophysical survey to understand the different layer of surface information, edge surface information, which is very essential for landfill design. There we go for geophysical survey or resistivity meter, this instrument, which is used to give the information about the subsurface information, and air quality sensor, water quality sensor, soil quality sensor. These are the various type of instrument or sensor used to capture the information related to the environment. Air quality sensor, for instance, that is for measuring the air quality index. The air quality is a major concern for different part of country. For instance, if you take Delhi, the air quality index is really poor and alarming to the people, those who are living there. And the air quality index should be monitored regular interval to understand the level of the pollution or contaminant or aerosol particle present in the atmosphere. So these air quality sensors are used to measure the particulate matter and different type of gases present in the aerosol particles present in the atmosphere. Water quality sensor, again, water quality, it is very essential to monitor in a regular interval. For instance, river Ganga river planning mission, Ganga is polluted, and in order to clean the Ganga river, there are various type of sensors are established in the Ganga river to understand the water quality of Ganga in the real time. The various parameters, for example, total dissolved solids and BOD, COD, pH level, and what are the different type of chemicals present within the water body, heavy metal present in the water body, or measured using the water quality sensor. But nowadays, the real problem with water quality due to various industry activities, due to urbanizations, due to human activities, the water quality is degrading day by day. So it is necessary to monitor them in a regular interval, or dynamic monitoring is mandatory for the water should be protected for potable drinking purpose, agricultural purpose, domestic purpose. So we supposed to safeguard the water. So water quality sensors are helpful to understand the level of like the contaminant present in the water. Soil quality sensor, of course, soil is an important parameter for so many studies. Certain aspect we need to measure the soil moisture, soil temperatures. Soil moisture is, for example, if you go for precision agriculture or high yield agricultural activities, we suppose to have the soil quality, whether the soil is fertile to the soil fertility is there, and how the quality of the soil, whether it's suited for particular crops or not. This all measured by means of soil quality sensor. Now, data acquisition system. As I mentioned, the data can be acquired by using sensor, and this is a combination of hardware and software. So data are acquired from that, and the data is converted into a digital format, and so this can be sensor based or satellite based. As I mentioned, certain aspects satellite based sensors, as I mean, data are required, and communication network, that's the next point. Communications, so once we collect the data, and this data needs to be transferred from one system to other, so that is very important to have the data in a right way, and for that the communication network is important, like internet of things, how the data are analyzed dynamically. For that case, the data communications are very important. Data transformations also, data transfer also very important. User storage and processing. Now the point is how the data is stored. We collect huge volume of data sets, and this data needs to be stored in a right manner. The quantum of data is required for certain applications. So in that case, the user storage may be in a cloud-based system where we can store the data, and processing of data also very important, based on how much data we process, how the data can be required to for certain application, what necessary be carried out the processing side to get the better outcome. And user interface, this is a visual display, whether how the user interact with the software system for better understanding or better exploration of the data product. As a whole, overall together, we have the instrument which is used to collect the information. This information is our communicator transferred to the system, and this data is stored for data processing. and finally these data are visualized or extracted by means of user graphical interface from the users. And these are the points, or these are the things are very required as for the environmental monitoring concern. We collect the data by sensor in the environment. This data are needs to be stored in a proper manner, and so user interface are used to extract the information in a regular interval, whether it is like a leachate treatment. We have the monitoring well so that the data are regularly compiled and monitored in a regular interval. How this landfill is working not to degrade the water quality, groundwater quality, and the same for different applications. So we suppose how the continuous monitoring of the data is very important. A dynamic analysis also important as far as the environmental monitoring concern.